Today we will create these beautiful clouds. And let's not delay and get straight to the point. Alright, first we need the clouds themselves. To obtain them, we need a file in VDB format. You can follow the link in the description and download this cloud pack. It is completely free. After that, we will get a set like this, which will include there is a preview showing what our pack looks like and what it contains. We will also have a folder which contains another folder, and we will have a folder after which we take these files. We open Cinema 4D and simply drag them in, after which they just appear. A bit crooked, but we have coordinates, we can adjust them, and then it will be as needed. Alright, let's proceed to visualize these clouds. Let's, for example, start our render and see that we have nothing. For this to see something, we need light. But as you can see, the light, we have it, but the clouds are not visible. This is because our clouds need a material. We create a material and select pure volume here. We then apply this to our cloud. Here, we already see the first result, which gives us the standard material without any settings or the like. Let's start with the basics, adjusting the color of our clouds. For this, we go into our material, select the volume field, and choose the color we need for our clouds. This is the simplest thing possible. Here, for example, something like a purple hue, which already looks, you'll agree, quite beautiful. Let's do it like this somehow, and leave it like that. We'll observe using this example. Let's make them a little more saturated. Or we can change the hue of our cloud right here. Let's see how much it affects and what the difference is. We can now see that it affects more on the edges. Let's set something beautiful so that it isn't uniform, but right now it's too oversaturated. And when we use both this shade and that shade, it will look more natural, despite its color at the moment. Not naturally, but more, you could say, diverse and more interesting. That's the highlight of this method. We have this parameter here, which is responsible for how dense our clouds are. For example, if we put 5 here, we see that they become denser. And if we set it, for example, we will see how airy they become, so to speak. But let's set it to 1. Or perhaps like this. Let's create a background and to make it more interesting. For this, we can click here, red sky, check what we have on the render to make sure everything looks bad, then go into sky. And let's apply a blur to our horizon so it doesn't look so terrible. At the moment, we will fix this, okay? Horizon blur, I'll set it to 5 to make it blur as much as possible. And let's go back to our settings. We have here our settings. Let's change the input to 2 so that our effect is better and our clouds can absorb more light. This will look better. Alright, let's now remove this dark line so it doesn't get in the way. Set it to -1 here, and let's change the color a bit because it's blending too much. Let's choose a different one. I chose this color for the clouds. For this, I changed the colors here. Here you can see I set them to light blue. And let me create a camera so that we can look at these clouds more impressively. So they look more, for example, in focal length we set it to 120, or let's make it 90 to get a bit closer. Let's set up a grid in the camera so we can more accurately arrange our composition more evenly, more precisely. Well, something like this. Excellent. Alright, I adjusted our camera a bit more so that it looks more beautiful. And basically, that's all we need to create these kinds of clouds. This is the simplest method I know, and use in my work. I think it will be useful for you. You can also go into these settings, the texture settings, and adjust the dials here to see how it looks. Best in your work because it's all individual. But for example, it's such a thing that we can't always visually see what happens when changing certain settings. For this, I'll share a good life hack with you. Here in Redshift Render View, we have a comparison feature. To do this, we press Snapshot, after which we change one of our settings. For example, we will set our parameter to 374. It was 1. Now we take another snapshot, and here we can compare our result before and after applying this effect. That's a simple life hack, a simple way to create clouds. I hope this video was useful for you. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, also follow my Instagram, and good luck to everyone, and goodbye to all.